We started!
I was gonna say it's apparently.
Whoopsie. But is the title correct? I hope it is. I think it is. Yeah, it is.
Apparently, it came out on a month ago on the 20th.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, there it is. See, I can only imagine two. Holy shit. Oh, that poster looks so fucking awful.
I completely forgot about that. I don't know if it's on streaming yet though.
It's available to watch on YouTube, so I guess it is
Oh
available
my
to.
god, you have to pay 20 for anything?
Yeah, $20 for this fucking movie. It's goddamn wild.
Not worth it actually.
Buy it now, launch it instantly. Was it never had a theatrical release? The fuck? The film received mixed reviews from critics. It received 19 million against an $18 million budget, so it barely made its money back.
How the fuck did it make its money back?
Hell if I know.
By the way, you want a link to the stream, buddy?
Sure, buddy.
Here you go, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
By the way, you want what even happens in the second movie,
sure,
even?
I have no idea. I don't even know why they made a fucking sequel in the first place. Like, the first one already wrapped it everything well, quote unquote. After the breakout success of the song, I can only imagine. Mercy Me, Bart Millard is living a stream with sold-out arenas, a devoted fan base, and a thriving success. However, Miller's path soon threatens the family he's built, especially the fragile bond. Okay, so it's more about the dude's life. It's an hour 50, which is the same length as the first movie. Bart Simpson, hi, no name.
Hello, name no. I said.
Bro slipped up. bro was stuttering.
Name no.
No name said hello and Vivi.
I don't get it.
You get it because it's a play on your name, Vivian, and just like how he did no name, by flipping the name, he's flipping your name.
And Vivi's already my name.
What the fuck? Did this Vivian the flipped one?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You've been calling me wrong the whole time.
Why didn't you correct me earlier?
I did. You didn't fucking listen to me.
Wait, let me know if the game. Probably switch screens early because I'm honestly too excited for this fucking episode. I've been obsessed with this goddamn information. Probably the most I've researched for this episode. I'm not even kidding.
This might be one of the longest episodes.
Yeah, genuinely. I've looked at so much of this goddamn dude's information. Like, I refreshed pretty much most of what I remember of this dude from, and also just new stuff that I don't know before that now I am cursed with the knowledge of. So yeah,
You don't have to open. I just want the game.
so yeah, let me. I completely forgot to fucking open up my VTuber shit. I completely forgot my fucking my PNG tuber. Now it's just the game flipped. What the hell?
Lamau, stupid idiot, laughing in the chat.
Why is it just? Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. You can no longer laugh at me. I got the problem solved. Anyways, look at the fucking bottom right. Look at the shit I have here.
Wait, hold on. I don't have it open.
Okay.
No. Let me look.
Dude, I was ready. I was so ready.
Oh my god. Holy crap, that is the greatest. That is the greatest of all time, honestly.
You see in the Butter car? No, he's in the R. Kelly car. There's a difference.
Start up again the R. Kelly car.
I should
Why
make that gif.
the desert tracks there? Why are free for the desert tracks here? Hello everyone, and welcome to Garfield Kart Reviews with your host, Archie the Awesome.
What the? Archie, what are you doing here?
Nah. I'm Archie the Awesome.
Archie, get out of here. This isn't your show.
Nah.
Archie, just. Where the hell is Vivian? Where is she? Why are you taking over?
I hate stupid Garfield Kart reviews. Bring my soul back.
Later.
Kill yourself.
Whoa! We don't use that language So yeah, welcome back to the car, episode 173.
Yeah.
Last time on Garfield Car Island Reviews.
Yeah, we did a very special guest episode.
Yeah. No name says car episodes or what the flip Bard when he lies. Oh come on, no name. I never tell someone to kill themselves.
I would.
Of course you would. But yeah, we reviewed Creepy Crawlies by Scary Bitches with Sky, who actually finally showed up and didn't ditch us like the last time we reviewed Scary Bitches.
Yeah, funny shit.
Yeah, funny shit. Overall, the album was fine. If you want to know more about our thoughts on the album, as well as more of the lore of Sky ditching us, because I'm too lazy to explain the third time, and I want to save the energy for this episode, you can check it out on the VOD channel, Game of Young YT VODs.
Yes, sir. Also, still being seen by Martins, and that's just kind of the thing.
Yeah. No Name said she was creepy crawling away like some scary bitch.
Yeah.
Fire writing.
Anyway, fuck that stupid bitch guy. We have a real, actually important episode this time.
Yeah, because today we have a very, 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 very special episode.
Yeah. Very special.
Very, very special. Today, tonight, we're talking about Trapped in the Closet by R. Kelly.
Yeah. Recently, Martin just sent me a clip and just said we gotta review it, and I was like, oh fuck yes, after seeing the clip.
Yeah, I remember that. It was a clip from one of the chapters, which I'll get to in a bit. But I was aware of this project for like a couple of years now. I remember first hearing about it because of Penguin Z0, Charlie, Critical, whatever. I remember he made a stream highlight reaction. I think he reacted to the first 5 chapters of this whole project. But then the funny thing about it is that the video was taken down 4 minutes as it was up. And I remember watching it before it was down, so I was like, I witnessed lost media basically.
You witnessed what kind of media?
Lost media. But but yeah, But yeah, later, Charlie made like another video covering it in a more of his own of the usual commentary style without showing any of the clips from the trapped in the closet thing. And yeah, again, I was aware of it, and it wasn't until years later where like I saw the fucking the clips on Twitter again. Two of them I remember. I forgot what they were in response to, but I remember I just said it like what Vivian said. I sent it, and I was just like, "Yo, we gotta review this for Gakar." Like I feel like this is perfect Gakar material.
I do remember the context. It's the very first original post is like somebody saying, "Yo, why can't we have more porn with this like this one like pic from no, it's a clip from a porn that it's not the actual porn. It's like this very silly clip of somebody getting their AirPods crushed and like, no, my pods."
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, now I remember. My pods, no.
And then somebody quoted, I wish there was a movie that or show that just had like the acting from porn, but without the actual porn. And then
Right.
somebody responds to the clip
Yeah.
in the other clip.
Yeah, I remember. But yeah, it was that was like got us to watch decide to review it. And
Yeah, I think that was like a month ago, but we had busy with other ideas.
oh yeah, we have like it was like kind of packed. But now we get to talk about it. Yay!
Hooray!
But first, the elephant in the room, R. Kelly himself.
Address me.
Address me, yeah, literally, address me. So yeah, R. Kelly is a popular hip hop artist. I think really the only thing people know him for is a remix he made of one of his songs, Ignition. That's all I remember. And also, before knowing most of his other shit, no name said R. Kelly yourself. R. Kelly yourself. But yeah, the Ignition remix, and also just the fact that he pissed on a fan.
Wait, like actually like pissed on him?
Like actually pissed, yes. Genuinely, yeah.
What the fuck?
That's one of the many more infamous things that he's done because uh basically dude's done a lot of shit like he's done he's a big fucking sex criminal. Someone showed that there's even like a list of a whole Wikipedia article solely based on like his fucking crimes.
Yeah, call him Musico, yeah, and Platinum Yossi the way you got those sex crimes.
Yeah, literally world class sex crimes. He's got R. Kelly. He's got the sex crimes.
Or Kelly, I got the sex crimes.
But yeah, no. What's actually ironic? Go ahead.
I have a really stupid idea.
Well,
Musico, I'm trapped in the sex crimes.
I was thinking of that. Yeah, like world class sex crimes remix featuring R. Kelly, except it's not R. Kelly. Just some impression. So it's like I'm R. Kelly and I got the sex crimes.
And it's with the same beat as the album.
Yeah.
We gotta put that on Game yeah, upcoming Super Deluxe.
Oh hell yeah. But yeah. No name says I'm R. Kellying myself. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, what's ironic about it is like this long list of sex crimes is that like he was actually like sexually abused as a child, as he mentions himself. But yeah, yeah, it's fucked up. But yeah, the sex crimes range from 1991 to 2018. The earliest incident was his illegal marriage with this artist named Alaya. I remember I think she like passed away in 2000 or one of the 2000s. I remember, but basically, 20 like a 20 something year old R. Kelly met her when she was like 12, and like a witness basically testified that Kelly had sexually abused Aliyah when she was 13 and 14, and would later on to at 27 marry Aliyah when she was 15. Of course, the marriage was considered null and void, so they weren't actually married. But yeah, that was like his earliest known crime, and that later led down to like a laundry list of several cases where multiple people, mostly anonymous, came forth over the years mentioning that R. Kelly would basically, sexually assault them. Basically, a lot of them involved forced coercion and all that stuff. From what I remember, when he was convicted in around 2021, I think there were like multiple. I think it was like 20 women and 2 men, 20 something women and 2 men that came forth to like testify against R. Kelly, and even like some of the prosecutors in the courtroom weren't sure if that was like the actual final number. It could have been more. Even one of them said that it could have been more. And the defense attorney for one defense attorney even noted that it was like the worst sex crime she's ever worked in the 47 years she's worked as a lawyer. R. Kelly would then end up beach. But yeah, none of these like incidents really came to light. It started coming into more into light with a documentary known as Surviving R. Kelly, which is basically this TV show where a lot of women would go forth and basically just again, like I said, mention the awful shit that R. Kelly would do to these women, even having some artists that R. Kelly previously worked with denouncing his association. What's even crazier is that R. Kelly would continuously try to claim innocence for the things he did. I remember this really infamous interview he did with a CBS interviewer. I think her name is Gayle King. It was like infamous for a bunch of reasons, but I remember one of the clips was just like, "Yo, kill me with this shit!" It has that fucking shit. And, yeah, no, the whole, I watched the whole interview, 13 minutes, the whole interview, before stream starts, just to get, like, an idea of what he's like, what he was, like, acting at the time. And basically the whole thing is just like, no, I didn't do it. But he did really do it. And again, he was, convicted in 2021 and was, I think like sentenced to prison. He's in prison right now, but he's in prison for 31 years, for charges of racketeering, sexual exploitation of a child, bribery, coercion, sex trafficking, violation of the Mann Act, which I pretty much just human trafficking, child enticement, and producing child pornography. So yeah, 30 years for all the racketeering shit and 1 year for the child pornography. And yeah, no, that's pretty much what he said. No, you guys are lying. Like he said that everybody is lying. Like everybody.
Oh fuck, it's that over.
He claimed that everybody was fucking lying, but really no, nobody was lying. What's even crazier is that like at least what I remember from what Charlie said, apparently R. Kelly stated that if he doesn't go to jail, he'll produce 41 more chapters of Trapped in a Closet. Mind you, Trapped in a Closet has 33 chapters. So yeah, that's basically his criminal record. And also, I forgot to mention as well, in 2018 he made this song called I Admit. I'm putting that in quotes because he doesn't really admit to anything. He just kind of like explained his own history while also denouncing that he's a pedophile and all that shit. So he's not really admitting, but he did make a whole song about it, and the song is 19 minutes! 19 minutes and 11 seconds!
Awesome.
So fucking cool. And what's even funnier than that is beforehand, his last studio album out of the, I think, 20 albums that he's did, it's a fucking Christmas album. 12 Days of Christmas.
Christmas episode idea.
Yeah. No Name says R. Kelly threatened to release more chapters of Trapped in a Closet. For real. But yeah, that's pretty much that. So anyways, trapped in the closet. um,
Yeah.
I guess a little bit of background I want to say. This was featured in one of his more earlier albums. Well, actually, middle albums. It's like in the middle of his career. It's in TP3 Reloaded, which is just abbreviated as 12 play because his first album is called 12 play, and then there's TP2, TP3 Reloaded. But it was featured there. The fucking album ends with the first 5 chapters of Trapped in the Closet.
Yeah, just imagine ending your album like that.
Yeah. And then afterwards, it just kind of became its own thing with its set of DVD releases, as well as one called The Big Package, which has 22 chapters in there out of the 33. The next song was released, I think, 2012, but that never got a DVD release, and I don't think it's ever getting a DVD release of his fucking record on with his goddamn record label dropping him off and basically having his career ruined because of all the shit that he did.
Now, guys are gonna get a trust.
Yeah. Just give it just give it 20 something more years.
Yeah, guys, trust me.
Yeah. By 2050, we'll get Trapped in the Closet chapters 34 to 50.
Imagine he does actually get out. He actually does get out and just immediately goes to releasing more Trapped in the Closet.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking insane.
Like, first thing he fucking does after is more Trapped in the Closet.
He's gonna be an old ass man, just like barely able to walk, but he still has the will to make Trapped in the Closet. No Name says no more, and he ruined his own career, but then just trust.
Yeah, it's gotta be like one of those things where someone gets like the entire original cast back, and they're all just old as shit now, and it's just not addressed in the slightest.
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking funny. But yeah, before going to the actual chapters, I think it's best for us to talk about like what it's like to listen musically, because most of it just sounds the same.
Yeah, majority of the album, it kind of has the same melody and beat.
Yeah, like the exact same melody. There's only 3 melody changes total throughout all 33 chapters.
Yeah, for the rest of it, it is just the same thing.
Yeah, like, and it's not even like a good beat either. It's just a really shitty copyright-free type beat.
Yeah, it's like a very generic beat, and you have to hear it for, like the entire time.
Yeah, because I'll do like a recreation. You just the beginning always starts with like the drum roll, and then after that it's just like boom, chup, chup, boom, chup, chup, boom, chup, chup, and then it just goes on until it starts to increase like boom, chup, chup, and then after that, it's just, and then after that, it just fucking, it hits the climax, and then the ending cliffhanger line happens, and then it just kind of stops with some ambient sounds in there, and that's it for the instrumental. Sometimes there'll be a pause here and there for let intensity, but other than that, you basically get the same fucking thing. No Name says no copyright sounds.
The background, sometimes in the background part, there'll be like the vocals of either something's going on.
Yeah, basically.
Something's going on. Then you'll also get it going. Specifically in the last installment, you have it sometimes go driving me out of my mind.
Yeah. uh, which that we'll get to later, like on why that's there. But yeah, but yeah, like what Vivian said, a lot of the lyrics are just, the thing that's going on in the narrative. He does a lot of rhyming. It's kind of, it's very damn confusing, but it's so damn funny.
Do 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 do.
uh, to specify like what beat switches happen, the only time it happens is chapter 18. That's only for like a church song thingy. Um, the next installment chapters also have like a somewhat different thing, but that's also because it's for the, driving me out my mind shit. But that's for like the interview confessionals. Again, getting more into that later when we actually get to the story. But then there's also chapter 32. Yeah, chapter 32. When like one of the characters, which is a pimp named Pimp Lucius, he explains how he got to being a pimp, and it has like this more like upbeat club version of that instrumental because I do hear a bit of the dee 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 dee. But other than that, that is it. Oh wait, except for chapter 33, I forgot. So that's 4. Yeah, that's 4. Because chapter 33 ends in like a chase scene, and all of a sudden it just goes into like this funk background track where like he gets like more upbeat and shit. No transition or anything. It just kind of fucking happens.
Yeah, and that's like the only time it actually like completely like actually changes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, like the other ones are just like variations on like the main dude. But this one is that part at like 33. That is like a completely new melody.
Yeah, it is it is widely different. But yeah, that's kind of it for like it music wise.
Yep.
But yeah, let's get into the actual plot finally.
Yeah, oh boy, do we have a lot to go over.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that Mercy Me album. I can only imagine where I basically give like a recap of the thing. You know.
Yeah, I do want to talk about before we start. I do want to talk about the album and DVD covers, I guess.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember the first 5 chapters had this like really stupid. It just looks really cheap.
yeah, it does.
Like it's just like really
Just,
basic text that just says like, oh, the singer, artist, the title in chapters 1 to 5. It is so basic.
yeah, you would not expect what you were gonna get from that.
Yeah. And then like getting to the actual like DVD covers, and I guess streaming covers, since the third installment is only available on streaming, uh, and YouTube because they are re-uploaded on YouTube. Actually, I forgot to mention about R. Kelly's being arrested and all. Because of him getting arrested, all of his like official like music channels, I think, or at least some of his official music channels were actually like terminated.
What's it?
Yeah, so I remember. So I know for like Trapped in the Closet, I only got it through like a fucking re-upload from like a fucking channel called R. Kelly Fans.
R. Kelly fans?
Yeah, and they're all in high quality. Well, all except for chapters 13 and 22. That one is in 360p for some reason, but that's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah. Also, No Name said chapters should be called Traptors, like it's a reference to being trapped in the closet. True.
True.
But yeah, the covers, the DVD covers are like, I think it's supposed to try to be like a noir movie sort of like covers, especially with the logo.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know why I went for that. It's not even like a noir style anyway, so it's it's just gotta be there to be stylish, I guess.
You gotta have that trapped in this closet style, that iconic style, you know?
Yeah. Although the DVD covers for the big package one specifically is definitely the funniest.
Yeah, it's the one you see now.
Yeah, just him, the narrator, which I'll get to why he's just referred to as narrator in a bit, but he's just standing there behind the closet, cause the chef in the closet, and
Yo, somebody let him out of there.
yep, and I'll get to the DVD release after telling the story because unlike the other time, unlike the Ninja Turtles ones where I didn't get the VHS in time, this one, even though we're doing it a day late, I do have the DVD with me. I did got it. It's in my hands. We did went through it, and it's a fucking ride.
Yeah, it kind the delay actually kind of worked in our favor for that. Because
Yeah.
like we kind of had some hashtag scheduling problems last night because I'm gonna be because I fell asleep. I've been having problems with busy on Thursdays and Fridays, and it's been hard to do the listens, so we did it late.
Yar. And also for
And
that Friday.
um
And also for
for
that
the
Friday in particular, I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
dude, you could have been watching Trapped in the Closet.
Yeah. Also cheap viewers. I had to ban the cheap viewers.
Unlucky.
Yeah, I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, which I really liked, but yeah, whoopsie.
No, for real though, they are really cool. They are really good movies.
Yahoo! I heard 4 and 5 are not as good, so womp womp.
I have not seen those. I just seen the original trilogy.
Okay.
I do find it wild that they decided to look at the ending and be like, we should keep going.
Yeah, I was thinking that because like for At World's End, like it basically wrapped everything up pretty well. So I'm just wondering
Yeah,
how the hell.
especially with that post-credit scene.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering how the hell are they gonna continue the fucking story. I guess I'll find out soon enough. But anyways, let's see chat. Just an element for a lever. No name said. Oh, like the movie where the Turk ship gets destroyed. Yeah, do you know the Yeah, but that was the second movie. But anywho, enough pirates. Trapped in the closet.
Yep, after 30 minutes, we're finally getting into it.
Yeah. I mean, like we said, it's gonna be a long episode, so.
Yep, you can tell.
Yeah.
This is genuinely the longest it took him to get into it.
So yeah, chapter 1. Basically, it starts off with this dude named Sylvester. He's played by R. Kelly. He wakes up in another house. He has no idea what's going on, other than he's basically having an affair with someone that's not his wife. So, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh
Still have
oh.
been having as a wife instead.
Yeah. But yeah, it was another woman that comes by, kisses him, but like Sylvester has no clue what the hell is going on. So he tries to get out, but then the woman is like, "No, no, 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 you gotta stay in the closet." and it was like for 15 more minutes and shit. He was considering jumping off the window, but they're on the 5th floor, so he couldn't. So he had no choice.
Unlucky.
So he has no choice other than to stay in that closet. Then after a while, her husband came home. You know, she was like acting like lovey-dovey with her. And as mentioned in the song herself, she was acting so good she could win an Oscar. But then all of a sudden, Sylvester's phone rang, which prompted the
Yeah.
husband, which prompted the husband to go search for the guy. But then Sylvester, luckily for him, he has a Beretta pistol.
Yep. Specifically Beretta.
Yeah. So yeah, now the husband is going to the closet, and and then as the cliffhanger, as it states on Wikipedia, because I have that open to reference the lines. The cliffhanger for that episode is now he's opening the closet, and that ends chapter one.
I remember there's like a bunch of lines too. It's just like he's getting near the closet. He's coming towards the closet. Some shit like that.
Yeah, it was like all of them closet. I think R. Kelly was like running out of rhymes because he was really trying hard to get all those rhymes. So he just goes, again, it's the closet. He's close to the closet. No, he's opening the closet. Closet. But yeah, now moving on to chapter 2. So, so the husband, who now reveals that his name is Roof, Roof opens the closet to find Sylvester with a gun pointed to his head, and Roof figures, oh God, my wife is cheating on me.
It's Rufus, not Roof.
Oh, yeah, Rufus. I thought I said Rufus, but whatever. Rufus. Yeah, Rufus discovers, God damn, my wife is cheating on me. How could he do this to me, Kathy? But then, Sylvester was like, hold on, I thought your name was Mary. Because of her wig. She was wearing a wig. Okay.
Silly bitch.
Yeah, silly goddamn bitch. Now that he knows like that his wife is cheating, he figures that he'd spill his own beans on his misdoings because hey, everyone's got a closet. And basically he reveals himself that he was also cheating, but it was not with a woman. Excuse me.
Bless you.
But with a man. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh my God, that gasp actually took it out of me, dude. I'm drinking some water. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm better.
Alright, good.
Fuck, that actually took it out of me.
No name said Gainus made a birth. Nah, man, Gainus made Vivian almost fucking die. But yeah, the big twist was that like it was a man. As Rufus calls up, the person he's cheating with, and they go to the door, and it was revealed, as the ending cliffhanger line says, I can't believe it's a man. No name says Vivian homophobic? What?
Yes, I am.
What the fuck?
I am not a fan of those queers.
What the fuck? But yeah, that ends chapter 2.
Man, what a chapter.
Yeah, so many twists and turns. Golly, what a wonderful... R. Kelly, you are a author of your time. You are a writer.
So true.
So yeah, chapter 3. Basically, it's just kind of more arguing between Ruth, Kathy, and the gay guy that Rufus.
Bro is named after the last world in Plants vs. Zombies.
But yeah, like I said, more arguing between Rufus, the gay guy, Chuck, and Kathy. Who's the roof got there? Basically how they're all cheaters and stuff. Fucking Sylvester's getting tired of it. So tired that he decides to shoot. He decided to shoot his gun to the ceiling, basically to shut them up. That's like,
Just like me for real.
yeah, you know, the only time that Sylvester shoots his gun. By the way,
Yep, but this whole mysterious gangster type only suits his gun for this.
yep. Where's the roof? But yeah, in the end, he gets this phone call. Yeah, he ends this phone call, but then, it was a man on the phone call because he was trying to like call his wife.
I bet it was Martin.
The fuck? but yeah, like I said,
The process of that.
but yeah, Sylvester calls his phone to call his wife, but then as the ending cliffhanger line says, I call up my home, and the man picks up the phone. And that ends chapter 3.
Ruh-roh SpaghettiOs, it's going down.
Yeah.
How do they say that's so fruity?
But yeah, then you get to chapter 4, which starts with Sylvester basically like rushing home, driving at high speeds, and I gotta mention that holy shit, it has like the worst fucking green screen of all time. Like,
what do you mean? It's so good.
yeah, I
It
love.
looks so realistic.
Yeah, you know, it totally looks like he was driving on the highway, and not just shittily keyframing like R. Kelly inside the fucking car with like stock footage and shit.
Yeah.
Totally not that at all. It totally does not like look worse than the nostalgia critic skin. Nuh-uh. Not at all. No way. By the way, I want to say, this shit had a budget of $3 million. At least the first 22 chapters did.
Liberal. Yeah, that's kind of wacky.
Yeah, three.
You can tell where you can tell it all went to use.
Yeah.
It's a good use.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Hop into the R. Kelly car. But yeah.
Shut up and get in the R. Kelly car.
Shut up and get in the R. Kelly car. But yeah, during the high speed chase to get to his house, Sylvester was stopped by a police officer. You know, it was like getting on his ass for speeding. Excuse me.
I thought the dog barking in the game was my neighbor's dogs barking. Fuck.
Dog barking PTSD.
They somehow get worse and worse. They don't even know anymore.
My God. but yeah, he was stopped by a cop to give him a ticket for speeding. It may sound like a throwaway line that I'm mentioning, but it's somehow important later. Somehow. So yeah. So after the
and that past scene, that was one of the clips we saw, by the way.
Yeah.
What a good clip.
Yeah, very good clip. You get to see the $3 million being put to good use. $3 million.
Yeah, I'm so glad it got you put to such a good use.
Yeah. But anywho, he arrives home after the whole debacle with the police officer, and he busts open the bedroom door, goes to the shower. He has the fucking vision, this cuck vision of the shower door, like his wife fucking another man, but it turns out she was just alone in the shower. So I don't know how he fucking saw that. It was like
Bro has the chibi vision.
Bro has the chibi vision. Those that should be reviews saw when he got home, but it wasn't a vision, it was real. Jim Bro vision, yeah! But anywho, yeah, again, his wife wasn't really cheating. And so, the chapter basically ends of like Sylvester and his wife, whose name is Gwendolyn. They both like basically get it down. They fucked. They fucked.
Yo.
They fucked, but it was a different kind of fuck because she was going wild, wilder than they ever had before.
No, I loved Trapped in the Closets. I love Trapped in the Closet Goons.
Yeah.
W Trapped in the Closet Feps.
W Trapped in the Closet Feps. Yeah, no, name's Saxon. Just with the weights. But yeah, fucking. But yeah, as they were finishing up, Sylvester like tries to get out because he doesn't want to come inside, but he gets out the position and he finds a condom that she was trying to hide, with the ending cliffhanger line saying, "Oh my God! Oh Robert, 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 Robert."
Me when I see that Monkey D. Luffy fella and what that gum fruit turned him into.
Oh my God. But yeah, moving on to chapter 5. So yeah, chapter 5. Sylvester gets incredibly mad that he finds a condom and demands Gwendolyn to give him an answer. Oh, excuse me. You know, he's like basically mad that Gwendolyn is cheating on her, even though he was cheating on Gwendolyn. But as it turns out,
Cool.
Manser. I said answer, but you know he wants the manser. But he demands an answer. But it turns out Gwendolyn basically knew about fuck. Gwendolyn knew Sylvester was cheating on her because she saw him with another woman at the club the night before. This is important. The club would get mentioned often because apparently a lot of characters would go there. But anyways, they end up like trying to talk about it. She begins talking about these two people named Tina and Roxanne, and also name dropping fucking what's it called?
Chuck and Rufus.
Oh yeah, Chuck and Rufus. But it just all seems crazy to them. I don't know what's going on with him and all that shit. So fuck, my brain shut off for a minute.
Stupid idiot, Lamel.
Sorry, man. But but yeah, she basically confessed that while in high school, she was introduced. Kathy introduced Gwendolyn. They knew each other. Kathy introduced Gwendolyn to like this guy who is basically the man Gwendolyn is cheating on Sylvester with, and it turns out it was the police officer that stopped Sylvester from chapter 4. It even has the it even does the fucking ending line where like where she said like she introduced me to the policeman that stopped you.
Yeah, it's how the fuck did it happen?
Yeah, like how did she know that a policeman stopped him earlier? I don't get it. It's not even explained in the fucking commentary of the DVD, but I'll get to that later. Also, No Name says,
Yep.
when does this brain not do that? Kill yourself.
Craziest plot twist yet.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, for chapter 5, for some reason, the swears are centered on specifically that track,
Oh
and
yeah,
only the track.
yeah. Like all the other chapters are uncensored, but with here it's just censored with a boop. Yeah. Oh my. Wait. No, I didn't mean it like that. But yeah, it's like what the boop. Kill it myself just for you. You gotta love it. No, I didn't mean it literally. But anyways, now we move on to chapter 6.
Yep.
Yep. So basically, after revealing this information, all Sylvester can do is just laugh, and they both just kind of like laughed it out.
Yeah,
um,
that's kind of funny, honestly.
yeah. Especially when knowing that but yeah, as they laugh it out, Sylvester just kind of like explains like Gwendolyn what happened. It's kind of like this crazy fucking thing that happened. Just kind of like lore dropping all that stuff. Meanwhile, the cop decides to go back to Gwendolyn's house. Apparently, he was concerned for Gwen's safety or something. So he goes to her house. So he goes to Sylvester and Gwen's house. Um, he searches around and he notices all the noise coming on, which was Sylvester and Gwen laughing, but he mistakes that for for Sylvester abusing Gwen. Apparently, especially when one of the lines is "You're killing me, Sylvester." I don't know how he confused that. Like laughter and abuse are like two different noises, but whatever.
Nah, guys, it's the same noise. Trust me.
Yeah. But yeah, but yeah, the cop busts into the room, points a gun at Sylvester. Then Sylvester points his gun at him. The cop's name is James. So yeah, the cop. No Name says you're turning me apart, Lisa. No name, not James E. Rofi. That's a white James. We're talking about a black James.
Black James Rolfe?
No!
The black angry video game name?
God damn it! No, they said the same thing.
Number 8, Black James Rolfe.
But yeah, but yeah, Sylvester decides to put the gun down, but then James the cop decides to be all cocky and winks at Sylvester, which pisses off Sylvester and decides to rush at the cop, which leads to a gun tussle. And as the ending cliffhanger line says, going along the loon, both hands of the gun, then all of a sudden, pow, 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 pow.
Wacky accidental gunshot award.
Yeah. That ends chapter 6. Then we move on to chapter 7. I forgot to mention in chapter 6. It like all of a sudden, in between like the whole cop thing, it just suddenly mentions that like Gwendolyn's brother, which was revealed in chapter 5, was the one that was calling Sylvester. Excuse me. Yeah, Gwendolyn's younger brother, Tuan, just got out of prison. Chapter 6, he was walking out of it. Then in chapter 7, right now, at chapter 7, where we are right now, it was basically revealed after like a really long calling him it was revealed that they accidentally shot Tuan, the younger brother, which at first Gwen thought he was dead, but it turns out that he was just fine because they only shot him in his shoulder, and all he needed to do was patch up.
Yeah. How nice of that to work out.
Yeah, even though there's still a lot of blood on the walls.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, after Tuan gets patched up, they hear another knock on the door. They get scared because, you know, they're tired of having, you know, people come and go a lot and shit. And so, and so they approach the door, and then all of a sudden, what's at the door? It's Rosie the nosy neighbor.
Yo-oh.
Yeah. So yeah, the ending clip line here says, "With a spatula in the hand, let's go do something against the guns. It's Rosie the nosy neighbor, 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 neighbor."
Wait.
So yeah, now we went to chapter 8, which this is where the story gets really fucking. Well, it already got stupid, but like, it gets real stupid. Like, kind of astronomical levels of stupid.
Oh. Yeah, no, you guys aren't ready.
Yeah, you were not ready for what's about to happen in 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Or basically the rest of the whole fucking story, really. No one's ready for anything. But yeah,
this is when it just kind of becomes incomprehensible.
Yeah, because by now it's kind of like, you know, it's stupid the way it's like, you know, handled and everything, but like, you can follow it kind of fine, but then like, after that it just becomes bonkers. It just becomes stupid. Stupider.
Like Jupiter.
Yeah! So yeah, chapter 8, it starts with, so James the cop, gets tired of all this shit and decides to drive home. He calls up his wife, new character is introduced. It's Bridget, tells her he's getting home, you know, baked him a cherry blah, 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 blah. No name says girls go to Jupiter to get stupider. I thought it was boys going to Jupiter to get stupider. I don't know. I forgot the quote.
I don't know. I've been to Jupiter before. It's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Isn't it just gas and storms?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like your gas and storms. It's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
so gassy.
God damn it. Boys vote, yes, very cool. But yeah, boys go to don't says boys go to Venus.
Damn, I wish I was boys right now.
What the fuck?
Teehee.
Anywho, so yeah, in between that, in Sylvester's house, Rosie tells them all that she couldn't stand the cop just leaving the house and like that, which causes everyone to laugh. But that's beside the main point. No, this is what the fuck, Vivian D trans.
True.
What the fuck? But anywho, so yeah, James the cop arrives back home, but Bridget is acting very suspicious. She's being a bad liar, saying he was like asking, "Oh, why are you acting so crazy?" And then she just like, and then, by the way, with Bridget being like a white woman, R. Kelly decides to sing her parts in a southern accent. So when you hear her sing, let's say she says, maybe it's that time of the month. She said, maybe it's the time of the month. that's what he fucking goes with. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, it's every line too, even if it's meant to be serious.
Yeah. I'm 3 months pregnant. Like, he just does that every fucking line. Anywho. So yeah, the whole chapter basically ends with like James the cop getting suspicious of Bridget, and and then all of a sudden when the ending line goes, Believe doesn't know that somebody's still right here in this home. It just like zooms in to like the closet door, and it shows like R. Kelly again.
Yeah, this is like the actual R. Kelly, but we didn't know that yet. So I just thought Sylvester was also in that closet for some reason.
I was thinking some shit like is like Sylvester's like evil twin brother or something. like his evil womanizing twin brother or whatnot, just going around getting in affairs and shit.
Oh no!
Like that was that kind of fucking bullshit, but I guess not. But we'll get to that once we get to chapter 9.
Oh boy, we sure will.
Yep. This one is just more of James getting suspicious of Bridget. James is like, "Oh, you're finally hiding something," and Bridget's just like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I don't know what you're talking about. You're kind of crazy acting here. And then like the main no, they just his evil brother Retzivlis. Retzivlis.
That sounds like some actual like evil villain name too.
Retzivlis.
That sounds like some actual like comical evildoer.
Yeah, like it was just Sylvester backwards, but it somehow fucking works.
Like I'm just like imagining like this like grand like big evil guy.
You can tell he's evil because I say, "Oh my God, it's my evil brother, Ransomless." Anyways, chapter 9. So yeah, James searches all over, but then he hears a noise in the kitchen. But Bridget tries to convince it's upstairs, and maybe it's the plumbing. But he knows it's not the plumbing. And then the big suspicion is that a piece of the cherry pie has been eaten. But he realizes that Bridget is allergic to cherries. So he tries looking, but then he tries going, to the cabinet. He looks at the cabinet, and then all of a fucking sudden, the goddamn narrator busts out of the closet to pause the movie, literally breaking the fourth wall, and he says, and I quote, "Now pause the movie, because what I'm about to say, y'all, is so damn twisted. Not only is there a man in the cabinet, but the man is a midget. 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 Midget."
Genuinely my favorite part.
Same. The funniest fucking goddamn ending cliffhanger ever.
It's just the thought process. He has to like pause that sentence because of it. The fact that it's a midget is so insane to him.
Yeah. It's even funnier with like the ending shot when he says midget, 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 because it's just R. Kelly like slowly going back to the closet with each shot he does like a different pose, and he just like crossfades further and further to the closet until it just automatically closes on him. It is so goddamn fun. It is so stupid. I kind of love it. No Name says he busted shut to the closet W goons. Alright, chapter 10.
Oh boy.
I'm burping Storm, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's you, Martin.
Woohoo. So anywho, chapter 10, the midget jumps out of the cabinet and stomps James in this like really shittily edited like fight sequence. I swear to God, this some shit that looks like it's from that Taken 3 fence scene bullshit.
I love Taken Free. I gotta watch Taken movies again.
Actually, how is Taken 3?
I honestly kind of completely forgot about the movie.
Fair enough.
The movies are like honestly comically forgettable.
Oh
All
wow.
of them.
All of them, damn. I haven't seen them. I just know like the first movie has like that one line where Liam Neeson says, "I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna kill you." Like there's like an internet meme at some point.
Listen, they will take you.
No Name says, "Bro, reminded me to burp again, bro. Fuck you." I love that figure. But anyways, back to that. Yeah. So they fired out. James interrogates the midget, and the midget shits his pants in fear because James is really violent. But then Bridget goes upstairs to basically call Gwendolyn to to send some help because you know things are going bad in the house. And Tuan and Sylvester go there to go. They're basically told. They're basically told to go there because you know as the bullshit was happening in the house, Tuan, Sylvester, and Gwen were just kind of chilling. They were having a fun old time, and then they decided
They're having a fun, silly time.
yeah. And they decided to defuse the situation. Which, before they get to the house, Bridget decides to like go downstairs with a fucking double-barreled shotgun. And points the gun at James because I guess she's willing to kill him for the midget. I mean, that's what James the cop questions him. So yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, in the end, fucking Sylvester and Tuan enter the house, and the midget faints. And the cliffhanger line says, "Ooh, while Tuan and Sylvester are sniffing around, trying to figure out what's the sound, and they turn look at each other like, what the hell?"
So cool.
So awesome.
So soft.
Yep. So sauce. So awesome. So sauce. So awesome. So sauce. I'm feeling that awesome sauce. Awesome and sauce. It's so awesome sauce. I feel so awesome sauce. But yeah,
My sauce is so awesome.
my sauce is so awesome. I'm feeling so awesome. Feeling so sauce. I'm feeling so awesome sauce. I think I'm genuinely going insane. Not gonna lie.
Trapped in the insanity.
But anyways.
Trapped in the manic episode.
But anywho, no, just feel that it's awesome sauce. but anywho, chapter 11. The midget wakes up. And basically like more fighting goes on. Turns out the midget is a stripper.
Just like me?
The fuck?
What? You didn't know?
No, didn't tell me.
Well, now you know.
Okay. Question mark, question mark, question mark for no name. But but yeah, basically the midget is a stripper. He's referred to Big Man. The reason it's called Big Man was because, well, he has the midget because the midget says he's been blessed and points out in his pants because he has a big cock. That's basically why.
He has a big pet chicken?
He has a big fat chicken. Yeah, he just stuffs it down his pants,
Didn't-
to keep him safe. I don't know why he does that there, but it's a very big chicken.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Can I see it?
I don't know. He's very
Why not?
shy. He's very shy.
I want to see it now.
No, no, no. Very, very shy. Very shy. Very shy chicken.
I want to see it. Show me it, Martin.
No, I ate it.
Martin, you ate it.
Yeah, I cooked it.
You did not eat it, the chicken.
Yeah, I ate the chicken. I stole it
You
from.
did not eat it, the chicken.
Is
No psychosis.
but I was like at the. God damn it. But while they were talking, James the cop name drops Chuck and Rufus, which ends up confused Sylvester. He's like, wait a minute, I know these two names, and he's like, what the fuck, man? Why you know about Chuck and Rufus? Rufus Chuck. He said Rufus Chuck.
Rufus Chuck.
He said Rufus Chuck. But yeah, as the arguments happen, Bridget starts getting sick and starts vomiting because it turns out she's 3 months pregnant. And Bridget has something to confess too. Turns out that she was pregnant not because of James, but because of the midget. And the ending cliffhanger line says, "The midget faints again? What's wrong? Sylvester's tripping. The midget's the baby daddy." Woo. And this is like after like the narrator again, pauses the fucking thing to break the fourth wall to mention about the fucking story. He's only showing up to talk about the midget bullshit.
Bro is invested in this midget.
And for real, narrator get award literally. Burger smuggler. But yeah, it's just really funny. And that basically ends chapter 11. And now time for the last chapter of the first installment, because this fucking thing is split into 3 installments. So yeah,
True.
So yeah, chapter 12, it goes back to Rufus, Chuck, and Kathy. Rufus, Chuck!
Rufus Chuck.
Notice that this midget situation is crazy. It's so true. But they're back at Kathy's house. They both get up from the floor because I guess it's been like, I feel like it's been a couple hours. I don't know how they were there for like a couple hours in that same fucking position, but whatever.
They're just silly like that.
Yeah. But yeah, they basically like argue some more and all that shit. Chuck and Kathy get especially angry with each other, to the point where they say that the voices overlap and the instrumental stops. And but then after that, Kathy gets a phone call from Gwendolyn. They both talk about the shit that happened last night, and then Gwen recalls like Sylvester taking some quote hoe with a wig out of the club, and then Kathy decides, and that's how the whole Act 1 ends, that to spill the beans that it was her that took Sylvester out to, have that affair with the ending cliffhanger line being, "I'm sorry, girl, but the hoe was me."
Holy shit. Mind blown.
Mind, mind hashtag blown. But yeah, that was the end of the first installment. Again, it started off, I guess, standard-ish for like some bullshit like that, but then it just gets really goddamn stupid with the whole midget shit.
Midget, midget, midget.
midget, midget, midget. It only gets weirder from here because chapters 13 and 22 suddenly goes into like this crime subplot thing that has nothing to do with the whole cheating subplot, almost nothing to do with the whole cheating subplot for the first whole chapter, so it just already kind of fucking deviates from the original concept.
Yep, you gotta love. I also gotta love for that we're getting into this section of the stream. The second installment, 75 minutes into the stream, by the way.
Oh, awesome. I'm so fucking glad. And we still haven't talked about everything yet. Not from the plot, not even from the fucking DVD release.
Yep.
Anyways, let's waste no time. Fuck. My brain hurt. My brain hurted. But yeah, chapter 13 starts off with a recap, but it's not really chapter 13, it's chapter 12 and a half. You basically have the narrator now in the white suit just recapping all of like chapters 1 to 12. It's like a really funny way because like you just have like the narrator walking through the streets of Chicago and like this really really shitty green screen. Especially when there's like parts where like the the narrator would get like superimposed into like shots of like the previous chapters. Just being like, "Oh shit." It's not even like edited well, it's just so choppy. But yeah, this is so stupid. Um, 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 uh. But yeah, after that, the narrator, I guess, gives Sylvester something in his pocket. I just remember that happened. But then after that, chapter 13, nothing basically happens. like it's just kind of it's just basically Sylvester and Tram, Tram, yeah, Tram driving to like a not Twan. Why did I say Tram in my notes? Oh my god.
Bro is tramming out.
Yeah, nothing ever happens. Always about nothing. But yeah, Sylvester and Twan, basically are going to an undisclosed location. Twan wants to smoke. Twan wants to smoke some weed, but Sylvester doesn't let him. Saying that what was it? Is crazier than a fish with titties. That's an actual line.
Yeah, it's crazy if a fist with titties.
Yep.
I was a fist with titties.
Oh, okay, man. Okay, man. Okay.
What?
Yeah, whatever you say.
What?
No Name says, what does that mean? I don't fucking know. I'm gonna explain this right now, but like in the fucking commentary in the DVD, he mentioned specifically the fish with titties line. I think he said that, like, really the only purpose of it is to say something crazy. Like, that's it. That's all he really said. But I'll get to that later. But, No Name says I prefer my fish tit list. True. Now, yeah, after that, it cuts to, Rosie, the nosy neighbor, and, her husband, Randolph. Randolph? Yeah, Randolph. They're basically arguing because Rosie just loves to spy on neighbors and all that stuff. And then after that, they both arrive to the undisclosed location, and an hour goes by without Sylvester in sight, with the ending line being "Time goes by." It's now 1 hour later.
So good.
Yep. Uh, I think this will like tone down on the ending twist, cause like there is some here, but like not like every single chapter like in the first installment.
Yeah, no, like the first installment went fucking crazy with random plot twists.
Yeah, but there's some here which I'll get to right now, very much. So yeah, chapter 14. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. So yeah, basically it turns out that Sylvester decides to go to this diner with Kathy. Kathy is now disguised as well again. Chapter that makes you burp. Sure does.
Bless you, man.
Thank you. But yeah, Kathy shows up in a blonde wig and dress. But yeah, Kathy is in a blonde wig, black dress. Um. Okay. I'm like using both my notes and the Wikipedia summary. Apparently, she made a deal for Sylvester to get caught by her pastor, husband Rufus, but the deal apparently backfired. I didn't know that. But I just remember that I did burp. It's real. Oh shit! No name also burp. Wow, the chapter that makes you burp. But yeah, from what I remember, it's just mostly just Sylvester.
Oh my god, I burped.
Oh my god. But yeah, it was just Sylvester and Kathy like talking about their Rufus's infidelity. She doesn't want to fucking, you know, she doesn't want to screw over her husband and all that stuff because she still loves him. Waitress comes by, offers them drinks. The waitress would later be in porn. Oh.
Yeah, I'm so gassy right now.
But yeah, while Sylvester and Kathy are having their talk, Tuan is waiting in the car, jamming the music. Then he gets a call from a friend of his, which is only shown up through like a close up of a mouth. His name is Streets, according to the R. Kelly commentary. And
Yeah.
I'll get to that later. He's called Street for an amazing reason.
His name's Street for an amazing reason.
But yeah, basically, since Swan was in prison, his friend Street calls up, basically saying, "Yo, I got the information on the guys on the girls that got you in prison, man." And then Swan's like, "Yo, I'm glad on the information, man." And then it cuts back to Sylvester and Kathy talking. The waitress keeps showing up and up, but Sylvester keeps recognizing it. And then it just kind of get this back and forth where basically Streets tells Tuan that this girl named Tina, which was mentioned earlier, basically settled down, got a real job, and Tuan wants to know the location so he can deal with that. And turns out the location ends up being the exact location that that they're at, which is the diner. And the funnier is that the way Streets was saying the location, it was just so formal. Like he was just like, it's 900-555, something like that.
9105 on Holland Drive or something.
Yeah, that 155 on Holland Drive. But yeah, while he figured that out, Sylvester figures out that the waitress, who was like pretty kind and chill to the people in the bar, turns out that it was Tina, in which Tina calls out Rochelle. Whoop, that's another name mention. Tina and Rochelle show up, basically trying to fight Sylvester. Kathy decides, fuck this, I'm out. And then Tuan shows up to the diner to get ready to fight, with the ending cliffhanger line being, "I will kill both of y'all knucklehead asses, asses. I will kill both of y'all knucklehead asses."
What a way to end the chapter.
Yep. Chapter 15. I remember the Genius page said something like, "Plus a shocking truth is revealed" at the end. As if it's not almost every fucking chapter at this point, but yeah.
The shocking truth is revealed at the end.
Yeah. So yeah, Tuan, Tina, and Roxanne basically get heated with each other because, basically, Tom was like, "Those are the bitches that got me in jail," pretty much. But then, after a while, Sylvester decides to be the mediator and let the girls tell the story via pulling out his Beretta again. And basically the gist of the whole backstory was that, like, they were basically doing an operation because Tuan, Tina, and Rochelle, Roxanne, I meant. Whoopsie! Why the hell did I rush? Jesus Christ! And Roxanne were on a mission to, I guess, transport some drugs and stuff. No names this reference to R. Kelly going to jail. Yeah. Which is funny too, because Sylvester also canonically went to jail, as he mentioned to Tuan. You know, he's just like, "I served 5 years in jail. I'm not gonna try to spend any more because of you." And then R. Kelly shows up being like, "I got 31 years in prison for all the sex crimes that I did." But anyway, back to the actual story. So yeah, they were on this thing on Operation Transport Drugs, but Tuan was being too cocky as he was speeding up, listening to loud music, and just being an overall moron. This basically leads him to having, like, fucking police cars, squad cars, and even helicopters chasing around them. So I guess they got like a fucking 5-star GTA wanted level.
The fucking green screen squad cars and the helicopters behind them.
Oh yeah, the fucking green screen helicopter specifically. It looks like they got a fucking toy car, a toy helicopter for that shit. It was so stupid.
So peen.
So peen. But yeah, they all got caught, but Roxanne basically threw Tuan under the bus and got him I think 3 years in prison. And then afterwards, the twist would later get revealed, which ends up being that Tina is pregnant because of Tuan, or by Tuan, as the ending cliffhanger line says, "Because at the time I was pregnant by you, T." So yes.
What a shocking truth to be revealed.
Yeah. And yeah, that ends chapter 15. Moving on to chapter 16. Okay, so basically, which chapter 16. First of all, Shrek mentioned because Roxanne called Tuan, not the tongue twister, a Shrek-looking ass. But yeah, Tuan is shocked at the news that she's pregnant. All the while, Tina was like blinking uncontrollably and all that stuff. But she mentions that a pimp hit her and got a nerve condition because of it. But yeah, this whole chapter is basically just like Sylvester trying to convince Tuan to like settle down with Tina because Tuan mentions he wants to get his life together after going to prison, and he just want to get back to settle the score and all that stuff. He was ready to do that, ready to approach Tina on that sort of settlement, but then all of a sudden Roxanne kisses Tina. A woman kissing a woman?
Yuck, that's wrong! Yuck! See?
Yeah, the ending cliffhanger line is just Roxanne saying, "I'm fucking her now." So yeah, that's great. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
it turns out that Roxanne and Tina are in a lesbian relationship. And I'm going through the Wikipedia summary. Apparently, I didn't catch this in the commentary remix when watching it. Kelly tells the audience in the upcoming chapters she'll probably give Tina about 3 chapters to explain her nervous eye twitch. Spoilers, it never fucking happened.
So cool.
It's only one line in chapter, I think 23. Either 23 or 24. I just
Yeah, one
know,
of those.
I just know it's like one of the, I just know it's in the third installment. But anywho, uh, chapter 17. Quite literally the most nothing chapter of this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, this one is like comedically sort.
Yeah, because it's literally just Sylvester and Tuan just giving up and leaving. That's it. There's not even an ending twist there. The ending line is just Tuan saying, "Give me my motherfucking coat."
So cool.
Yep. So yeah, ba 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 ba. So yeah, now we move on to chapter 18.
Woohoo!
So yeah, as Sylvester and Tuan were driving away, Tuan is all seething and shit. But then Sylvester gets a phone call from Gwen, telling him that Sylvester's father Dale was like basically drunk and got put into prison because of his mom and shit. Got a wild dad, pretty much. I sure do hope we know more of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, he saw himself in the commentary.
Yeah.
But anywho's, that's not what this chapter's talking about, because now we cut back to the church. Because Rufus is a church pastor, and I completely forgot to mention that.
Stupid idiot. Imagine not mentioning Rufus as a church pastor.
Whoopsie. But yeah, Rufus is a man of God, pretty much, and a good chunk of chapter 18 is just like this church song, which again is one of the 4 melody changes in this entire thing, because it's all like this upbeat church music and all that shit. But then Rufus gets a phone call. He goes to his office, and the phone call is from Chuck, who is crying and all that shit.
Joe Biden touches kids is playing bully scholarship edition. What?
What?
Saw that pop on the bottom screen. It said Joe Biden touches kids is playing bully scholarship edition.
Oh, I'm fucking.
What's that supposed to be?
I don't know.
I'm looking into this actually. What the fuck?
Anyways,
Who is that?
no name said
Who
what the
are
fuck,
you?
bro. No name said what the fuck, bro. That's like really important. I'm sorry. But anyways, the phone calls from Chuck. Basically, Chuck is in tears. You know, he's missing Rufus, but Rufus is just like, "Come on, man. You don't have a wife. I have a wife. You know, I'm a man of God. That's just my life now. You gotta accept that." But then, Kathy goes in the office. Rufus tries to tell Kathy, "Oh no, you should go back. You know, I can handle this." But then, like, apparently Rufus had his phone on fucking speaker, and and then Chuck I think was thinking like, "I miss you, Rufus."
Silly head.
Yeah. Yeah, Kathy and Chuck argue a little bit. Rufus was like, Kathy, I got this. And then, more arguing from Rufus and Chuck. But then, but then, um, but then Rufus is just like, why the fuck are you acting like this? And then at the end, it's revealed that Chuck's in a hospital, with the ending line being, Chuck caused it says, because I'm in the hospital. So yeah, he has AIDS, I guess.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
AIDS plotline.
But yeah, moving on to chapter 19. This one is all the most nothing chapter since chapter 17.
Yep.
That's because we have a new character introduced named Pimp Lucius. Bishop Craig is also there. It's another character. Basically, the pimp swears that he'll give up pimping by the god, but after that he's just like, nah, I don't want to. But he has a big stuttering problem. That's the big joke with him. So he's just basically like, no, 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 I'm gonna, no, 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 never stop pimping.
That's all.
I know, right? That's so funny. But yeah, the ending line here just says, Pimp Lucius points to the choir and says, church, church. Oh no, it's just describing the ending scene, okay? It's just, Pimp Lucius points to the choir and says, church, church. He becomes embarrassed and overwhelmed by being on the altar, looks around and accidentally blurts out, shit. He then says, oops, and leaves the church with bits of Craig and his escorts. yes, no, name peanut butter AIDS. But yeah, then we get to chapter 20. Chapter 20, it has, Randolph basically, Randolph going home to tell Rosie, the nosy neighbor, about the shit that he saw. They do get a little argument beforehand about, like, her interest in the story, but that doesn't matter. Basically, Randolph, tells Rosie about all the stuff that happened in, chapter 18 with the phone call between Rufus and Chuck, because, Randolph was, cleaning the fucking, cleaning Rufus's office in the meantime, but Rufus was approaching, so he decides to hide in the closet. You know, like in chapter 1.
Yo!
Yeah, it goes full circle!
Full circle moment.
Yeah! So yeah,
So hashtag deep.
So yeah, Randolph like overheard the conversation between
Joe Biden's kids is playing Bully Scholarship Edition again.
Yeah. So yeah, fucking Randolph overheard the conversation between Rufus and Chuck. Chuck. Basically, you know, like I said, Chuck has AIDS now, is in the hospital, but he just refers to the whole AIDS thing as the package. She's got the package. So because Rosie is a very nosy neighbor, obviously, Rosie decides to inform everyone about it. With the chapter ending with Randolph sitting on the couch and falling asleep. The ending line is just, no, don't tell everybody around town, Rosie. You're a big mouthed ass. So yeah, that was kind of a nothing chapter as well.
So cool.
So awesome. Then we get to chapter 21, which which is basically Sylvester and Tuan go to this mobster named Joey. Joey.
Joey, like J-Man 155?
Yeah, Joey. Man, they go to him. Basically, Sylvester wants to give him this deal that'll give him a ton of money. What's the deal, you may ask? I have no fucking clue. They never explain it.
So cool.
Yep. But yeah, Tuan was getting like really iffy with Joey because Joey was insulting him, calling him Little Fool Jay. But then Tuan calls Joey the Blob Father. But after that, Tuan gets it sorted out, like a little outside the deal thing, and so the rest of the chapter has Sylvester trying to make a deal with Joey, but that went south as guns keep pointing. All the while, Tuan is outside and decides to challenge a guard to do an arm wrestle, which I think he won, but at the expense of like grabbing his gun and having a point at everyone. And you know, it seems like everything's gone wrong, everything's got to shit, and so everyone gets closer and closer. That line just keeps repeating over and over. It just sounds so funny. Closer and closer. But yeah, after that, it turns out it was all just a nightmare that Tuan had.
Silly head.
Silly him. It was all in the head. Yeah, no, the deal with Sylvester and Joey actually went well, and you know, they wake Tuan up, and they decide to go out. Joey asks Sylvester to tell Gwen to say hello, and that's it. Um, and then and then the and then the ending line is just Joey saying, "This guy."
This fucking guy.
This fucking guy. And that ends chapter 21.
Wowie. I can't believe it. I can't believe Trapped in the Closet is now old enough to drink.
Yeah, but too old for R. Kelly. Chapter 9 plus 10, 21. Thank God they got no red 21. Thank God they don't got that in it. Thank God they don't got no red 21. But anywho, chapter 22, it's quite literally just everyone getting a phone call saying that, like, saying Chuck has the package, and Chuck was fucking Rufus, and it kind of like showcases like every character, like this circle thing that drifts around and all that crap, and everyone's just kind of reacting to everyone getting the rumor being spread around them about this package and all that crap. And after that, it just ends with "to be continued."
Hell yeah! What a cliffhanger to leave it off on.
Yep. And that ends the second installment. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, again, I think R. Kelly ran out of ideas, so he just like decides to like fucking change it to like this crime thingy. I don't know why. It's not even well executed.
Just because he felt like it.
I guess so.
Just because of his own crimes.
But yeah, afterwards, 10 more chapters were released in the new installment. Again, not released on DVD, and will probably never be released on DVD.
Yes, it will. You just gotta trust in the process.
Yeah. But yeah, I will say though, these 10 chapters mean basically fucking nothing. Like they
Oh
just
yeah, this is kind of the most nothing burger section.
yeah, like nothing fucking happens pretty much basically between all the chapters. Like all like except for maybe one, or like, except for maybe two chapters, but that's about it. But yeah, other than that, the rest is just kind of like, whatever. But yeah,
Yeah,
getting started on chapter 23. There's the block.
true.
But yeah, basically, in chapter 23, everyone gets a mysterious phone call again. Something of some sort. I don't know. But yeah, it was like some service and all that shit. The narrator shows up again and all that shit. And, yeah, that's...
It's kind of like telling it for like a storybook in it.
Yeah. It's just... Well, what's even funnier as well is that, like, everyone's on a fucking green screen. Because, and I'm gonna mention this now, the budget went down significantly for these last 10 chapters. It went
Yeah, it's
from
so awesome.
$3 million to 750,000. So yeah, everyone gets a mysterious phone call, and then like the ending line is basically what does it say? But there's no luck when it came to getting in touch with Chuck. Where are you, Chuck? By the way, that's like the last time he gets referenced ever again.
So cool.
Like besides the one of the later chapters, which is basically like a marriage counseling between Rufus and Kathy. But even then, he's only name dropped again. He's never seen again, so I'm just gonna assume he's fucking dead. I'm assuming the package got him.
Chuck fucking died.
Chuck fucking died. So yeah, chapter 24, Chapter 24, most nothing chapter since chapter 17. Basically Antoine was bragging about the money he's got because, the mysterious phone call that he got, and that was like a service in exchange for money. He got like a bunch of money out of it. And, he paid for like both, Sylvester and Antoine's haircut, or his own haircut. But then outside the barber shop, outside the barber shop, oh my god, my brain is dying. My brain is dying from this shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mine's dying too.
but yeah, outside, Pimp Lucius is like, basically coping about how he has no money, basically. And if he doesn't get any money soon, he'll start hitting women. And it's revealed that he is the pimp that gave Tina that nervous thingy, that nerve damage thingy, yeah, that nervous twitch, yeah. And then after that, Sylvester, Twan, and no, they said he's like, baby knows no money. Yeah, baby no money. It's baby no money. But yeah, Sylvester and Twan walk out to see, oh my god, it's Pimp Lucius, and they try to walk away, and that's where the chapter ends.
So cool.
Like the ending line they just put on Wikipedia just says, Sylvester, you're real funny. Coming to Israel. So true, no name. But yeah, chapter 25. It's basically just. Oh, firstly, it's really funny how there's like no ending twist anymore. I don't think. Like every fucking chapter just ends. It just ends. Like there's no real twist. It just ends now.
It's so cool.
But yeah, Pimp Lucius asks Sylvester for some money, because he's getting a mysterious phone call. But then Sylvester's just like, nah, get your own money, and even suggests calling his parents. But then Lucius is just like, nah, I don't want to call my parents, man. I don't wanna. But then, for some reason, Lucia gets this fucking voice from God saying, "Yo, you should do it," basically.
Yeah, fucking nowhere.
Yeah. And then, saying shit, and Lucius gets scared. And then, basically, Sylvester and Tuan just tells him to fuck off, and Lucius, just ponders where to go, with the ending line being, "No, just stop it. Get to the car. Go."
Yeah.
Yep. Chapters 26 and 27 are focused on couples therapy between Rufus and Kathy. But before that, it starts off with this confessional thing, this confessional interview segment thing. It starts with that with like every chapter up until chapter 20, until chapter 33, I believe, the last one. I don't know why they're there, honestly.
So true. They're just there.
Yeah. But yeah, it starts with that. Kathy does her confessional thing. I forgot what it was, and I don't care. But yeah, the couples therapy. They go to this couples therapist, also played by R. Kelly. And they go there to get the relationship issue sorted, but obviously that doesn't really go anywhere as Kathy starts screaming and all that shit. Kathy asks Rufus if he still loves Chuck. And Rufus struggles, but then he's just like, yeah, I still love him. And then that prompts Kathy to basically storm out the building, and it leaves Rufus to just start praying and asking what he's done, because he's basically ruined his marriage.
Yikers.
Yep. No news to get to the R. Kelly car. Then he says, imagine getting R. Kelly as the couple's therapist. More like the rapist. Yeah. Yeah, chapter 27 is part 2 of this whole thing. Kathy runs out to the elevator as the therapist approaches her and shit. And turns out she wasn't even going down the elevator because they're in floor 1. And she tries going downstairs, but that will lead to the basement. And she's kind of forced to confront her issues, I guess. And basically, the couples therapist is just like, yo, you should like learn to forgive your husband and whatnot. As inner cuts between like that, as well as Rufus asking for forgiveness. Excuse me. As he was asking for forgiveness, Kathy shows up again, and basically she wants to fix the marriage.
Woohoo!
Yay! Good for them. Then the confessional happens again at the end, with Rufus being asked about his whole like cheating shit with Chuck, but then Rufus is just ignores the questions that placed on him and promotes the church, and then just kind of leaves.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to mention, I believe this is when Rena randomly showed up, and they just like so confused on what the hell was happening.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Rena was just like, "Yo, can I join VC?" And then I was like, "Sure." And they like joined the stream, and they just had no fucking clue what's going on. Then again, they showed up very late to the to the whole thing. But also, I don't blame them.
Yep.
No name says, "Whoa, bro, wow, bro, can I stop burping right after you do?" Fuck you. It's not my fault. Not my fault. But yeah, chapter 28. What the fuck? Okay, but yeah, chapter 28, another very nothing chapter. Basically, Randolph is hurt because earlier on, in one of their arguments, Rosie calls Randolph, what is it, Mister Can't Get It Up, and they both argue about it. And Randolph threatened the show or something, but it ends up being some kind of like some sort of duping of some sort. I don't know. And then after that, it just ends with another confessional thing where they both just kind of shit talk each other, and then they fight on live TV, and that's it.
That's so cool.
Yep. Chapter 29. The Reverend promotes. The Reverend, which is the church guy from chapter 19, he was promoting the book, Trapped in a Closet. I thought that was an in-universe fictional thing, but it turns out that was Trapped in a Book was supposed to get a book adaptation, like legit. It was like around 2018 it's supposed to happen. Apparently it was supposed to be like a backstory between like all the characters. Trapped in the Closet was also supposed to have a movie and a goddamn Broadway musical.
Yes. I would have been seated.
But yeah, it's supposed to have those, but you know, since R. Kelly is a pedophile rapist, you know, he couldn't do that. All the projects were scrapped. If only it was called Trapped in the Movie, no name, but no, it would just be called Trapped in the Closet, the movie. Like that's just stupid. But yeah, it's just
Trapped in the movie, The Closet.
But yeah, Reverend promotes the Trapped in the Closet book, and it cuts to Tina and Roxanne, as Tina decides to just kind of snap and break off with Roxanne to get with Tuan, and then it just kind of ends. It just ends with an interview segment, I think, with Roxanne. Just yeah, Roxanne and Tina, I think. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, it was just an interview segment with Roxanne and Tina, but it turns out that like the phone call that they both got, because everyone got a phone call. I'm guessing it's for the interview thing. I don't know. No Name says he's a therapist with a space between the E and the R. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention the ending lines for the last two chapters. Chapter 27, the ending line. Well, chapter 26, the ending line is what have I done? The ending line for chapter 27 is does Chuck have AIDS? Is that what the package is? Sir, you're gonna answer the question. That's for the interview part. And chapter 28, while Rosie and Randolph are fighting, one of them said, "Oh, you want some of this, don't you?" And chapter 29. The ending line said by Roxanne just saying, "Tuan, she crazy. She thinks she's leaving me for his gorilla body having ass."
Oh, true.
Chapter 30, the most nothing chapter, Nothing Happens Again award. Sylvester and Tuan meet up. Tuan shows up a gun that he's bought, but Sylvester takes it for himself, and tells Tuan that the dudes he's dealing with are more serious than the Italians from earlier. Then they take off. Then it ends with a confessional interview between Sylvester and Tuan. Whoopee! Like they talk about some shit, and the ending line is just, "Man, you gotta love this man," and that's it. Chapter 31. But yeah, chapter 30. Chapters 31 and 32 are focused more on Pimp Lucius, because Pimp Lucius decides to go back home to his parents, which his parents are revealed to be Randolph and Rosie. Bit of a twist, woohoo!
Wacky.
But yeah, Randolph does not want anything to do with Pimp Lucius because he's a pimp and all that shit. But his mom Rosie decides to like hear about and shit. And then it became like a back and forth on whether like you know, the deal gets settled because you know, Lucius wants the money and also a place to stay because he got nothing really. And as they were like talking, they heard the door knock again. And after that, the chapter ends with The chapter ends with Randolph opening the door and noticing the prostitutes, which he mistakes to be the group and Vogue, I guess. And then after that,
Pretty wacky.
the third out of the fourth melody change happens with Pimp Lucius explaining how he became a pimp, which basically what happens, what I remember, Lucius was the same way in high school where he had no money and no place to stay, so he asked his dad. Dad says no, and apparently that's how he became a pimp.
Pretty wacky.
Yep. Ending line was Lucius saying, "Call me a pimp, a thug, I'm still in this blood. How can he do this to me? Church." Oh wait, that's chapter 31, whoops. Oh, the confessional was at the end of chapter 32, whoops.
Retro, Aquin.
Yeah, the end Vogue line was the ending line for chapter 31. I don't care anymore. These chapters actually fucking suck.
Yeah, I'm tired, boss.
But yeah, the ending line for chapter 31 is like, "Oh, it's in Vogue with a new lead singer." But yeah, and nothing really happens in chapter 32 anyways, because chapter 32 is just Lucius arguing with the prostitutes. Basically, like, "Well, you're knocking at my door." Prostitutes are like, "But we trying to see if you're okay or whatever. It's been so long." The blind one wants to know if you're okay or not. And then Lucius is like, no, get back in the car, fuck you, and all that shit. And then the interview happens, and then the ending line happens, and now we move on to the final fucking chapter, chapter 33! So chapter 33 is the longest of the fucking things. It basically starts off with like Sylvester and Twine getting to like this mobster named Bino, but first they had to like actually get to the location. Which, funny enough, like the reason why it's so long because the setup gets so fucking long. Because like after like they get their faces pointing with a fucking shotgun. They were taken to the place, and then R. Kelly fucking sings the direction they're going. He's like, "Then we make a left, then we make a right, then we go straight ahead, up the stairs, down the stairs, then we make a left, then we make a right." That shit. And then after that, they get to meet Bino, also played by R. Kelly, who somehow decided to blackface himself.
Yeah, black man doing a blackface.
Yeah. like he's wearing like a darker skin tone and shit. It's fucking crazy.
Unheard of shit. That's wild.
For real. But yeah, Bino's is this fucking big bad tough guy. He tries to make a deal with Sylvester. Tries to make a deal with him, but first of all, Bino was having throat problems because he can't really swallow all the sunflower seeds that he was eating. But also like Bino knows about the fucking the deal that Sylvester made with the mobster Joey, because apparently Joey and Bino had like this beef going on, I guess, where like Joey betrays Bino by getting shot in the neck and shit. That's why he has bullet holes in his neck and can't swallow sunflower seeds. PB knows. No, not PB knows. He's not Canadian. Yeah, he got Kurt, but he survived.
Better Charlie Cook.
But yeah, after that, the deal basically went badly. Even having Bino said that like, oh, your friends and family won't live to see the weekend, and so after that, Sylvester and Tyrone decide to escape, where the fourth and final melody change happens. As they try to escape the fucking the other mobsters and shit. Crazy shit. After that, they hide out in like a corner, and apparently they were on time for this fucking this confessional thing, this show Out of the Closet with Larry, and as the show is about to begin, the whole thing just ends.
Yep, that's it. It's over.
It just ends. That's how it fucking ends.
It's over.
It's over. It's all done.
No more trapped in the closet.
No more trapped in the closet. Fucking, R. Kelly said, if he doesn't go to jail, he released 41 more chapters of this bullshit. But fucking, now that he's in jail for 30 fucking years, 31 years actually. Well, probably less now. I don't know when he was sentenced, but still around 30. I'll just say 30 years to make it simpler. Now he's in prison for 30 years. That's not gonna fucking happen.
But
And
he could still release it when he gets out.
true, if he doesn't die in prison at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for Trapped in the Closet.
That was so good.
Yeah, but yeah, no, honest thoughts. It was so funny and stupid. The first song was definitely the funniest. It has all these really stupid twists and turns and all that shit. And
Yeah.
then it kind of went downhill with chat with the second installment, with all of it not focusing on the crime shit. That makes no sense, but it still has some funny parts. And then the third installment just straight up sucks.
Nothing fucking happens in the last one, dude.
Yeah, it is so. Nothing fucking happens. It is such a nothing set of chapters. That was a waste. $750,000 down the drain. That was so fucking stupid.
So awesome.
But yeah, But even though we're done,
I can't believe we're done with this review of this episode. Wow. After that was so exhausting at reviewing an album for 2 hours.
but
Man,
we're not done yet.
I'm so glad we're done so I can jerk off face down in my mattress.
What?
I said I'm so glad we're done so I can jerk off face down into my mattress.
Okay, man. I'm dying.
In real life?
Yes.
Guys, Martin's dying. Laugh at him.
Ugh. Okay, no, I'm not dying anymore. But yeah, we're not done with this review just yet. Because again, like I said before, I have the DVD for the first 22 chapters, and luckily, unlike the TMNT VHSs that I mentioned, this one actually did arrive on time, or at least with the day late that we decided to schedule this on. So yeah, let's talk about the DVD release.
Dun, dun, dun.
But yeah, first of all, the packaging. Despite being called the big package, it is a very flimsy case.
Yeah, it's an anorexic DVD.
Yeah, it's way smaller than a goddamn standard DVD case. Hell, even smaller than a Blu-ray case. It is fucking flimsy. But yeah, all 22 chapters are all in one disc. That's compared to the standard DVD releases, which obviously are on 2 discs. But yeah. God. Okay, so the front, obviously, you have the front cover, which is shown on the screen. It has them in there. I'm gonna read to you the back of the box because that'll be funny. Because it says, innovative, genius, addictive, mesmerizing, alien? Or crazier than a fish? Alien or crazier than a fish with titties? Oh my god. Titties is censored, by the way. It just says TX, asterisk, 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 S. But yeah, you
So
decide
cool.
and hear what everyone is talking about. I think they're just making up fake quotes. Yeah, like none of these are like they're just adjectives. There's like no fucking like names listed. It's just adjectives to describe this bullshit. But yeah,
So cool.
trapped in the closet, the big package, chapters 1 to 22. As seen on IFC, whatever. Packed with bonus features that will sure be a delight and confound the trapped in the closet fan and hook the uninitiated. Watch all 22 chapters with the narrator himself, R. Kelly, in Kel's commentary remixed. Check out the never before released alternate improvised scenes of your favorite chapters. Hear the big man's real voice. Take the trivia challenge. The best test for the true fan. Be the first on your blog to find all the hidden stuff, and if you listen closely, you just may find out what happens next. Hint: the schematic's not just a pretty picture. Over 3.5 hours of bonus content. Or 3.5 hours of content, yeah. And then there's like all okay, so they do have quotes. I'm stupid, yeah, they do have quotes, but I do want to mention like inside the package, like you have like the oh my god, it's just like R. Kelly, the narrator, standing, and there's like this casket there on the closet thing. I don't know why that's there. No name
So
says
cool.
no name says more like boner content. Yeah, like the boner R. Kelly has for children.
Or the boner I have right now.
What?
Teehee.
So yeah, inside the DVD case is kind of just like a guide of all the menus and shit. Like it's like arrows pointing at different screens and shit. It's kind of wild. But then
Yeah.
and then you have like the actual DVD, which just has the pimp guy, even though he only shows up for 2 chapters. But yeah, and then when you open the DVD, it has like this merch plug. It says, "For this T-shirt and other cool Trapped in the Closet stuff, visit www.trappedintheclosetmerchandise.com." Link is dead, by the way, obviously.
No, it's still there, guys. Trust.
DVD opening sound. Oh yeah, I'm glad you can hear that.
Yeah, hit it too.
Okay, awesome. Okay, but yeah, yeah, you open the DVD and all that shit. Once you get to the DVD starts opening longest, and then you have the menu, which just has the narrator standing there, obscured. Excuse me. No name says, "Oh man, how am I going to get the merch now?" I don't know, eBay. I forgot to mention I bought this on eBay, so any money I gave, it's to the secondhand seller in North Dakota. So to whoever that guy
R. Kelly fans, it's not to R. Kelly himself.
yeah, trust me. But yeah,
Maybe R. Kelly still lives in North Dakota, escaped from prison.
Also, I want to mention that like copies of this DVD are kind of expensive on eBay, at least the big package ones. The one I managed to get is one of the cheaper ones, being around like $45-ish, 50 including shipping and taxes. Other ones I found are for like $70 to $80. I think I found one that's like $100. Even then, not even getting the separate DVD releases are much cheaper anyways, because like those are around like $15-$20 each, so it ended up being like around the same price anyways if I just get this big package fucking shit. I'm very heavily considering putting like a sticker on top of it, just writing in marker, "I bought this as a joke." It's just for people to know that, hey, I don't mean this shit. like it's a bit. I bought this as a bit. But anyways, and onto the actual content on the DVD. So you have the I bought it as a joke. Why did I just do that? But yeah, the DVD menu is just this obscure narrator on top of like the Chicago background. Of course, the fucking background music would be the instrumental Why wouldn't it be? Boom, chip, boom, chip, boom. Then you have the chapter select screen, which for some reason the music, despite being the same fucking track, by the way, it is a lot louder in the chapter select screen.
It's so awesome.
like in the menu, you just have like boom, chip, boom, chip, boom, and then for some reason the chapter screen is just boom, chip, boom, chip, boom. It is just somehow louder. Somehow. But anyways, let's get on to the bonus features. There's only 3, but they are interesting to talk about. So let's talk about them.
Let's jump right into it.
Yeah. The first special feature listed is the Kel's Commentary remix. A fucking commentary track of all 23 chapters. They're split into 2 because of, I guess, for separate DVD releases, R. Kelly recorded like 2 different versions, and they are like 2 different videos because like the voices, his voice between both versions are like very different. Cause with the first 12 chapters, he kind of has like this highest voice. He's just like, in this, I wanted to ride dresser, so I just ride it with Beretta, and then for like the last from chapters 13 and 22, he fucking he has this like deeper voice. Like I think he smoked too much cigarettes. I think he just has like a smoker voice.
So full from yummy cigarettes.
Yeah, like he just kind of sounds like that. And so for this chapter, I want to like do some shit or whatever. It's kind of weird. But yeah, this commentary track is really funny because it's like the most bare bones fucking commentary I've probably ever heard in a commentary track.
Greatest commentary ever.
Like he just kind of spills like the obvious shit that's going on screen. It's less like an audio commentary and more like a fucking English audio description. But yeah, some of the interesting things he notes is, again, it is like the whole like him pulling out the gun. That was just for a desperate attempt at a rhyme. And he makes it out. He makes the rhyming thing, the rhyming scheme thing, out to be like this clever thing, because he's always rhyming and shit. But it's just like, it's not subtle, man. Excuse me. And what's even funnier is like the formatting of the commentary, because it's basically just like, you have like the screen like tilted at like a tilted angle, and then you have like R. Kelly like sitting there watching it on like a green screen. and he like turns to the camera to like provide the commentary, but sometimes it will like switch to like a shot of like a front shot of him for some reason. Sometimes those shots will like last like a literal half a second.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, and there's even some shots where like the screen is centered, like perfectly fine, like not at an angle, but then like he's centered. But even those don't last that long at all. So I don't know why that's there.
They just felt like it.
Yeah. And what's even funnier is that like for chapter 5, we mentioned that like it was never like elaborated as to why, as to how Gwen knows that the specific policeman that stopped Sylvester earlier is never specified how she knows. He never explains it in the commentary at all.
So awesome.
Like when I can assume James called her or something and was like warning her about it, maybe. That's what I'm assuming, but whatever. And then for chapter 9, with the whole like midget thing, he does explain his motivation behind it, and really the only fucking reason he gave out that sudden fourth wall break is because, oh, no one would have expected, you know, a little guy in a cabinet. I just did that for like for to surprise the audience and shit.
So good to know.
And I remember at some point he said, "I like to put comedy in a serious situation," and it's like, bro, this whole fucking thing is a comedy.
He likes to put comedy in a serious situation, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember at one point he says that he was having his American Idol moment because he was like harmonizing at the end of chapter 11 with the narrator. He was just like, and that's kind of all the memorable moments I can note in my notes with the first whole chapter's commentary, because the rest of it is because like a good majority of it is just him sitting in silence watching the 12 chapters play along. Really.
Greatest commentary of all time. I love this so much.
Yeah. And then after that, it just kind of shifts to the next 12 chapters, which are suddenly higher quality and louder than the first 12 somehow. But yeah,
Yeah.
in the highlight, well, yeah, to highlight some those, and yes, no name, our live R. Kelly reaction, literally. But yeah, he, like I said earlier, he does mention what?
I typed for last.
Oh shit, that's funny. But yeah, anyways, he does mention like the reason he came with this shit he's mentioned earlier. He says he just wanted to come with something crazy, apparently something that no one really say or something. It was something like that. I don't know why.
It's for titties.
Yeah. And then once you get to chapter 14, he starts pausing the fucking video to talk about some certain parts. The first part he mentions is like Kathy crying in a diner. Excuse me. Yeah, Kathy crying. Thank you. Kathy crying in a diner. And I was talking about having all this emotion, and I'm just like, okay, that's cool and all, but why the hell did you pause the fucking thing during a commentary? And then he paused it again. And again. And again. And again.
It became a reaction channel.
Yeah, literally. He even starts like singing along to his own shit. The fucking narcissist.
This fucking narcissist.
And then that's again what I mentioned earlier, where he says that the guy on the phone, the only mouth guy, again his name is Streets, you know, to add a street element to the story, as he said.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And I remember for at the beginning of chapter 15, it was like mentioning about all the swearing and shit. And he said he wanted to write something realistic, and to quote himself, "I didn't want to write a song, I want to write life." So yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there's like several moments where like R. Kelly was like there's no name. It's called Street for an Amazing Reason. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like several moments in the commentary with like R. Kelly would like fucking drop a cigarette, and you can like see like the crop from the green screen. So he didn't even have a big enough fucking green screen to fucking do this shit on.
Such an awesome green screen. By the way, I think this was in part 1, but don't forget about the
Don't forget about the what?
street in front of it. You know the part with the smoke and the green screen?
Oh yeah. There's like a big puff of smoke that happened in the fucking green screen. You can like see it all. It was just like wiping that shit off. I forgot if it was in part 1 or 2, but yeah, I do remember now. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I remember like he also said like, oh, don't put your money on it, as if people are betting on predicting shit for trapped in the fucking closet.
At least you're trapped in the closet, bets.
And then he also mentions, "Oh shit" is a common word in trapped in the closet because oh shit, I guess. Um, another point, he also says that for chapter 19, the whole thing just about Pimp Lucius after the whole AIDS phone call. He says that he wanted to add comedy after the intensity of the phone call in the last chapter, so that's great to know.
So awesome.
And then he specifically mentions like, because at the end of the chapter there was like escorts that he was like that Pimp Lucius was like escorting out. One of them was a blind one, which funny enough I think they're probably supposed to be the same ones from chapter 19 and chapters 33 to chapters 23 to 33, even though they're not played by different women, even the blind one. But yeah, Kelly specifically mentioned that he designed the blind prostitute to quote add some humor to make you wonder if she's really blind. Even though the first fucking time you see her, you barely have like 3 seconds to notice her before the screen fully fucking fades out. She was like half faded out when she was on fucking screen.
So awesome.
So fucking cool. But yeah, in chapter 21, R. Kelly decides to eat a snack mid commentary.
He needed a nice tasty snack.
Yeah, I don't know what he was eating. I'm assuming a Pop Tart. I don't know.
He was eating clumps of weed.
Yeah, he mentions Dale, the father, Sylvester's father, and he says that, oh, Dale is on the way, even though he never shows up in the third installment.
Dale is coming.
He even does another tease with the mafia, the Italian mafia guy Joey. He said like, watch Joey's stunts. He's onto something. He says as Joey never shows up again and was only mentioned by name at the very last chapter, chapter 33.
So awesome.
And then in chapter 22, while all the voices are happening, R. Kelly literally said, "I keep forgetting that all these characters are me." like he was so impressed with his vocal range.
Why is he sleeping? You're driving.
But yeah, like R. Kelly was so impressed with his fucking vocal delivery somehow that he's just like, damn, I keep forgetting I'm playing all those different characters. Even though there's like barely changes, like it's still him. I can still tell it was him.
I couldn't tell it was R. Kelly. It's so hard to tell, you know?
I'm sure, man.
It's so hard to tell. So subtle.
But yeah, in the credits, I think it was teasing like chapter 23, and during the credits, Kelly just like randomly just got up and stopped the credits, and then the commentary just immediately ends. It just stops.
Such a great commentary.
Yeah. Anywho, on to the next bonus feature, which is Trapped Live, which shows 2 live performances of Trapped in the Closet. The first one is for some tour thing that I already forgot the name of. That was available on DVD and whatnot. But it's just him doing like a live performance of chapters 2 and 3 of Trapped in the Closet. It's goofy as hell since it's just him and him alone. Singing all the things, so I just imagine he's a schizo.
He is he not?
Oh. What shocked me the most is Trapped in the live performance. So true, though, dude. But yeah, what shocked me the most is the amount of women there are in the audience. Like, there was a shocking amount of women in the audience. But yeah, I was bummed out at the end of the performance. I thought I was gonna, because I was wondering how it's gonna simulate the drive in chapter 4. But then you never did chapter 4, so I'm just kind of sad.
Yeah.
Then you have then the second live performance is one from the 2005 MTV Video Music Awards. This one goes over was it chapter 3? Yeah, chapter 3. But it also showcases skips to chapter 12, which apparently at the time was actually supposed to be chapter 6. Like cause in that live performance of that final chapter, it was it had like a different ending line, cause Rufus was like choosing between like Chuck and Kathy, but in the end he like goes like 100% towards his wife Kathy, and and it just ends like that. And I'm just wondering, and we were just like, oh, that's new. Turns out, at least according to the Wikipedia page, that whole like snippet, that was supposed to be like the end of chapter 6. That was supposed to be like the whole thing. That was the original verse. And I guess
Intriguing.
yeah, intriguing. Has to do with Spider-Man, I think.
Tony Zero reference.
Yeah. Anywho, but yeah, that was the end of that feature. But the most interesting special feature, and the one that got me to buy this stupid DVD in the first place, the one that makes me consider putting a sticker on it that just puts, I bought this as a joke. And that's that's trivia from the closet.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's a trivia game of like all the information from the Trapped in the Closet series. This one, funny enough, despite being like a game, pretty much, it is barely interactive. It's basically like a guessing game where you're given like you're barely given much time. You like see the question, the video plays out, and you have to press enter to like reveal the answer. So you just have to guess before you press enter. Thing is, though, excuse me, once the video plays out, it just goes straight to the next question. And if you try to like skip to the previous chapter, which I thought would be like the previous question, it just starts the next question over again. So you basically have no choice to start it all over again. So that's really stupid. Though luckily, and I realized this till after we played through the trivia game, in quotes, that like the fucking that like you can actually like pause through the question in the questions. What's even funnier than that is that the questions and answers range from like basic stuff to just pure bullshit. And luckily for me, I wrote every question and every answer to it.
So awesome.
So yeah, the first question was, what beverage does Big Man enjoy with his cherry pie? We didn't know at the time, but the answer was apparently ice cold milk.
Yeah, I don't know where you get that from.
Me neither. It was never mentioned, I don't think, but it was in the special feature, and that does make me realize, watching it through a second time, I feel like with this stupid trivia game, with this stupid DVD, you have to get both of the previous fucking DVDs, because they both have like something that's not in this DVD, which I mentioned earlier, which was actually no, I didn't mention it. What's omitted from the big package DVD is the behind the scenes thing. Was it behind the closet or something? It was like a behind the scenes. Shut the fuck up, top viewers. But anywho, but yeah, basically, what you get is this goddamn fucking man. What's a minute from the big package DVD is behind the scenes featurettes from the closet thing. And I'm guessing like all the videos on the fucking trivia are like snippets from those, and that I guess made you get the answers and shit. Which if so, that's just bullshit to the highest degree. But that's my working theory. I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to get those. I don't even know if I want to keep the DVD I have. It kind of feel dirty owning it.
Put the sticker in, it'll be fine.
All right. But anywho, yeah, that was the first question. The second question is, when Sylvester meets Kathy at the club, what name does she use? The answer is Mary, which is shown in chapter 3, as I mentioned way earlier.
Yep, we were able to get that one.
Yep. Then the third one is another confusing question, which is in chapter I think 15. It says, "What does Roxanne's tattoo say?" And then the answer was supposed to be Foxy Roxy. And how the hell are you supposed to know that when the tattoo is barely visible?
Foxy Roxy.
Foxy Roxy. The next question is, for how long does Kathy ask Sylvester to hide? This one we didn't get, I don't think. Yeah, no. The answer was 15 more minutes. This one is again was again shown with a behind the scenes clip. Not sure if it was any of the actual chapters, but it was there. I don't know why. Again,
Oh, cool.
again, bullshit. And then after that, and then the next question is, in which chapter are the curse words bleeped out with a vocal boop? And as we mentioned, oh, thank you. But as we mentioned before, the answer is chapter 5 because it's the only chapter that has the curse words bleeped out. And the way that scene was edited was so funny because you have like like the shitty use of Gaussian blur, and every time the boop happens, you see R. Kelly fucking doing the boop.
It's so awesome.
There's even one point where like in the last boop where he just drifts away like a fucking DVD, like a bouncy DVD logo. It is so fucking funny.
Boop.
Boop. But yeah, after that, but yeah, the next question is, in chapter 22, why does Lucius get a gold ring? The answer is, because he's a pimp.
Yep, I guess the joking Laden finger's gonna be the actual.
Yeah. The joke is real.
The joke was real.
Next question is, what does Rufus keep in each of his closets? The answer is a set of golf clubs. It was shown in chapter 18, but once the answer was shown, apparently a behind the scenes clip was shown again. Again, it really just seems like they want you to buy the separate DVDs to see the goddamn behind the scenes because they decided to omit it from the goddamn big package, even though the big package only has 3 special features.
Yeah.
So, anyways, the next question is where. Oh my god, the next one is the most bullshit one. Holy shit. So the next question is, where else can Paris be found in Bridget's kitchen?
Oh boy, one day.
The answer is on the wallpaper.
Yep.
How are you supposed to know that? I don't fucking know. Unless you have a keen eye on trapped in the fucking closet. The thing that R. Kelly deems as like this big soap opera, this thing that he just can't stop writing and writing for. The thing that he dedicates 33 chapters for, that he decides to take fucking seriously. I just... Sure.
Just, yeah.
So yeah, next question is, in which chapter does the narrator make his entrance? I thought it was chapter 9 because of the midget thing, but no, the answer ended up being chapter 8 because of the ending shot. I completely forgot that was him. That was supposed to be the narrator.
I remember the shot, and I knew that was supposed to be him, but I thought it was when he walked out. So,
Yeah. Oh well. The next one is also kind of bullshit. It just says, the question is, the actor who plays Joey is related to which gangster? The answer is Dominic Capone is a direct descendant of Al Capone.
no way.
You know, unless you were IMDb the fucking actors, how the hell are you supposed to know that?
By knowing a lot about Al Capone.
I guess so. And then the final question, which has a follow-up. The final question is: how many times does Sylvester actually fire his Beretta? The answer, as mentioned before, is only once. The follow-up question being in which chapter? Chapter 3. That's the answer.
Yep, we got that. Both of those.
Yep. And that's the whole DVD, the whole package. I didn't realize the race is not over. Shit.
We actually fucking did it.
Yep. That's all of R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet. That was a wild fucking ride. What a mess. Learning about all this bullshit, all the Trapped in the Closet thing, all of R. Kelly. Just everything about it was such a goddamn rabbit hole I didn't expect to go through. And now this goddamn instrumental won't stop getting out of my fucking mind. And I have this stupid DVD to make for it that I wasted my hard-earned money on. Holy shit.
What a fun adventure.
Yeah. So yeah, if I have to give it a score,
Oh yeah,
five.
we have to rank this.
Yeah. I guess a 5 out of 10 question mark.
It deserves an 11 out of 10.
True. But yeah, I'm only saying 5 because at least it's like funny bad.
Yeah.
Like it's not like horrible or anything. I can at least watch it, but you know, it's still pretty bad, especially the last installment.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe it's actually fucking over.
Same dude. Genuinely thought this shit felt never ending.
Literally, this is the longest episode of the show now.
Yep. And it's R. Kelly trapped in the fucking closet.
I was actually getting, like, tired of playing Garfield Kart. I was, like, actually feeling like, oh, please.
It's so R. Kelly over, like No Name said.
Alright, we're done.
We're fucking done. We are fucking finished. We are through. No more. Oh my god. I'm putting like a piece of tape on this again. I'm finding a makeshift sticker and saying I bought this as a joke to make myself feel less guilty. Rare moment where I kind of regret buying a DVD.
Make yourself feel less guilty, like how, R. Kelly was guilty with those sexual crimes. I killed him now.
Oh my god. Anywho, ranking time. Oh my god. Okay. Where do we put this?
I don't fucking know.
Uh,
This is probably going into something similar to whatever the book talk the got.
yeah.
It's that same category of this fucking sucks, but it's really funny.
Yeah.
Probably above because this is objectively better.
That is true, yeah. So where do you want to put it again?
I was thinking above Book Tuck the because they're both funny bad things.
That's good. I agree with that. I agree with that. All right, so above it. All right. Trapped in the cloud, trapped in the cloud, trapped in the 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 closet. And there we go. We did it.
Yeah,
Only took us 2 hours and 24 minutes.
wild.
Oh yeah, next time on Garfield Kart album reviews.
You do get a lucky break. I do know the new Good Kid drops. I figured we could do the EP. We could re-listen to those, and then we can talk about the new album when on the bi-monthly.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. I'm down for that. I'm so down for that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm tired. Bye bye.
Jerking off face down on my mattress.
What the fuck?